Why aren't more marketers using webinars? What kind of misconceptions do you see that most people have?
Yeah, I think a lot of them just, well, most webinars are boring. You're thinking, well, if I have to go out like that and do one of those, I would rather just no. Like most webinars are lame and boring, and it's just someone reading text on a screen and you're falling asleep. And I think a lot of people think, well, that's just a boring thing, right? What they don't understand about webinars is it's you. It's your unique personality. It's your unique communication style. It's your unique storytelling. It's your unique approach. It's a canvas, right? It's like having your own TV show. And so I think that's one misconception is they think it has to be boring and lame like all the other webinars are. And then I think the other thing is I think a lot of people are afraid of the tools and the tech, and it just seems really complicated and it seems really hard. And so I think there's that resistance to it of, well, it's just going to be too difficult. And the reality is a webinar is no different than you getting on stage or getting in a room and talking to people and giving a presentation. So however complicated or uncomplicated you make that, that's your webinar. So if your normal approach to speaking is, I just get up and tell great stories and everyone laughs and I can hold a room just with my personality, you can do that on a webinar and have success. If your normal approach to speaking is, hey, I'm going to bring in really cool visuals and catch people's attention with case studies and examples and great imagery and videos, then use that, right? It's all just storytelling and presenting. And I think people get all hung up and fixated on the tools and, oh, it's so hard. And which software do I plan on? And, how do I do the automated this and that? And the reality is like anything, there's a learning curve, but it's really not that hard. And a lot of the webinar companies now, frankly, have concierge level help where they'll set up all the tools and tech for you and you just show up and present. So, I think those are probably the two big objections. And maybe the other one is people think they're overdone and we're all kind of Zoom fatigue and webinar fatigue and we're worn out. And again, I think that it has more to do with it being boring. You don't get tired of socializing. You don't get tired of talking to people who are interesting and fun. You don't get tired of great teachers. You don't get tired of great entertainers. And it's just because it's online, I don't buy that. I think people will still show up and engage with you if you're entertaining, inspiring, informative, and they can get value. Like I haven't seen any drop off.